I've just woken up, my hair's a mess, but there's a new Spider-Man trailer. So I just want to jump straight into this. I'm looking forward to seeing if we see the villains more, because we only really saw Doc Ock in the first one. I want to see some more close-ups of the others. And then obviously Toby and Andrew, I don't know if they'll actually be here in the trailer. I don't mind either way. It'd be cool if they saved them for the movie, and then maybe if we see Daredevil, that would be amazing. So I'm just going to jump right in.
I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal.
I wonder if we'll get that towards the start of the movie, like a bit of normality before everything gets crazy.
Started getting some visitors.
Yeah, so they're all coming to our dimension, it looks like.
Universe.
So Electro, and there's that new suit, the gold one, that looked cool. Some more of the fight, yeah.
You're not Peter Parker.
Oh, so they know that he's not the one from their universe.
Tavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
So they like capture him.
There are others out there. We need to send them back.
That looks like a shield. It looked like they're building a statue of Captain America.
You're flying out into the darkness.
Oh, Green Goblin.
Fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate.
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. Is he saying he has to kill them at some point eventually? Or is Peter going to try and save them?
Danger to our universe.
Oh, the nanobots combining with him. That's cool. And Electro, his new costume. That looked really cool.
You want
Yeah, and the old costume.
to make you
That looked like a different costume as well. And then Sandman and Lizard are here too. That looks really cool. Is this a callback to the Amazing Spider-Man 2? Like when Gwen fell? It looks like it was much closer to saving her than the other Spider-Man was. Okay, so we're getting like full-on multiverse falling apart, like into the Spider-Verse, basically. Okay, I'm gonna go through this frame by frame, basically. I do wonder if we'll get Venom as well. I feel like maybe that could be a post-credit scene, because I feel like this is already so packed. I don't think Venom would show up in this as a villain, as part of like the Sinister Six. They already have their Sinister Six team set up here, you know? So our first look at the old Green Goblin, there was a shot that looked like he was in a different costume, or it was like the James Franco one, it looked like. Okay, our first look at this gold and black suit, that does look really cool actually. And then Doc Ock, yeah. So I'd seen some people had theorized that he'd combine with the Stark tech, and it seems like that's exactly what's happening. Like the nanobots are joining onto his suit. And that means we're losing the Iron Spider suit, I guess. That explains why he has this new gold one. Yeah, so it's just like laced with the Stark tech. You can see here, this is cool. Like he's going for the chest, and the suit is like protecting him, diversing the protection from his head to his chest where he was being attacked. And then it seems they capture him and are using him for help. I don't know if he's actually captured here or if he is actually just going there to help out of concern because he doesn't know, because he's like, you're not the real Spider-Man. Maybe he realizes what's at stake and actually joins against them, which fits with Doc Ock's character arc really, from what we see in Spider-Man 2 as well. I guess that would mean like the final fight is a bit this crowded, because there's those big shots with Electro, Sandman and Lizard. Maybe that's like the final big fight, so it's a bit less cluttered than having all 6 villains there, you know? So this looks like they're giving the Statue of Liberty a Captain America shield. I don't know how I feel about that. Right, and then we've seen this costume is like one that lets him use spells, so it must be imbued with some stuff from Strange. So I'm wondering what kind of spells he can actually cast. Can he use it like a sling ring? That would be really cool. I don't know, what his capabilities are with it. And then he has like a picture taped to his chest of like Ned and MJ, it looks like. And then of course Electro in the background kind of forming or charging up. I don't know if he's charging up to attack Peter or they're all going to team up somehow as well. And then J. Jonah Jameson. Of course, this is Sandman and Electro, basically. So I'm wondering what Strange is meaning by they all die in their universe. Is Peter actually going to try and protect them and keep them in this universe? Because sending them back to their own universes means death for them. I don't know. That would be a cool take on it, I guess. And then this Electro is cool. So he is kind of like the classic design with the star, but the star is made out of electricity. That's really cool. And, Jamie Foxx is a really great actor, so it's great to see him back. Hopefully he's not wasted like he was in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And his suit is very, industrial. But that looks like he's attacking Doc Ock for some reason. So I feel like Doc Ock might be helping Peter. Is this another new suit? It's just kind of like a classic suit, but it's got some gold embodied in it. That looks like the final fight, kind of. Unless that isn't the final fight, they're just making that scene out to be like the final fight. And a good close look at Green Goblin. He looks great. It just looks like his Spider-Man 1 costume, basically. But then here, that doesn't look like the surfboard, like the James Franco surfboard glider. So maybe it is just Green Goblin, but he's lost his helmet, so he's using a hood. Maybe that's Willem Dafoe. Yeah, it's nowhere near good enough resolution to see his face fully. And we get a little glimpse of Sandman and Lizard. It is cool seeing all of these villains here, but it does make me wonder, when in their movies they are plucked out from and what are the kind of consequences of that for their character, because Sandman has such a great arc in Spider-Man 3. I hope that isn't kind of ruined by this, That's a great shot, him jumping towards the three of them. And then MJ falling. This looks like kind of a clear parallel to The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It does make me wonder if Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is showing up. Is he going to tell him what happened to Gwen? And then Peter gets worried because, he doesn't want his loved ones to get hurt. And that's a plot point that's happened in the other Spider-Man movies, if they warn him about that, But I don't imagine Gwen will get hurt here because, it's so close. It's so close to catching her there, it looks like. And Strange says they're starting to come through, but this doesn't look like that soundbite might be from earlier in the movie, actually, and they're just using this to fake us out, because this scene, it looks like it's on the Statue of Liberty again, after the fight that we saw earlier, and then the multiverse is kind of breaking down. So maybe this is right towards the end of the movie, it would seem. But I feel like they're coming through might be reference to all the villains coming through at the start of the movie. And who knows, maybe this multiverse breakdown we're seeing here is actually this closing up, but they're just using it to bluff us out, perhaps. Or this is just the multiverse completely shattering right now, because we know there's going to be Multiverse of Madness where Strange is going to have to go and fix all of this. So maybe this is what leads into Multiverse of Madness, because throughout the movie it's just the villains coming through, but here it's proper big dimensions and it's all shattering the multiverse, basically. Maybe that's what's happening. Okay, I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, consider leaving a like or a comment. If you really loved it, be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date for all the future uploads.